Zulu lions taught to seek dangers, Raven defiance, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the fuck you think your day is.
But hey, what about it?
So I stepped out on stage, they were like, see the crowd going, they were like, so I stepped out on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going, they were like, ooh yeah,
Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose my Patron, you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, devil get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you
It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got Breece Hall. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Jets and the Browns, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season...
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Back onto the field come the new... Their second drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing Jones. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And no excitement, unless you're on the defensive team of last week, in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals. In the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt, they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. There he goes, right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come down here and hit you there, people.
Good run there. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll run on the inside handoff. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4. Now Watson. Open man right side, Myers. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the right hash, this from 48. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Okay, here we go.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before?
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Oh, design run for their wideout. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Browns to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Rams, but they got the lead right now as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. He pitches it out, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Now 2nd and 9. Palmer going to go in motion left. Now they show Jets sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Watson on 1st down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Myers. And he goes out right around the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw is Watson. It's Huff. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up the 1st down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Watson. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Watson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Watson now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And New York set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Running it with their receiver, Cooper. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Fights through it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Jets.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Paul again. And they're going to stop him right at. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Off play action. Jones. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he's got this down almost to the dropped. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
They have to take charge and get him to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half. And he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
On first down, it's Watson. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll try to shake off the cobwebs from the interception he threw on the previous drive that led to the field goal, as now they're dealing with a little bit bigger of a deficit. First and 10. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 28-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to... Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Watson and the Browns now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Here's Watson. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it first and 10. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path.
There he goes, left side. Breaks through the contact, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And award that sack to Boogie Basham. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Faking the give. Now Watson. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 67 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's Hall again. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 17, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
After the interception, here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is...